They found this recording in a Vatican storage room that wasn't supposed to exist. The priest who discovered it has been missing for 3 weeks. What you're about to hear will shatter everything you thought you knew about Christianity's most sacred story. 3 researchers who tried to verify this information have already disappeared. The church has been hiding this for 2,000 years, and now you're going to understand why. In 2019, Dr. Elena Vasquez, a biblical archaeologist from Georgetown University, was granted unprecedented access to the Vatican's secret archives. She wasn't looking for what she found. Elena was researching early Christian burial practices when she stumbled across a collection of Aramaic texts that made her blood run cold. These weren't just any ancient documents. They were personal letters, written in a dialect that matched. 1st century Palestine perfectly. The first letter she translated changed everything. It was addressed to my beloved wife, and signed with a symbol that scholars had seen before, the same mark found on artifacts linked to Jesus of Nazareth. But this wasn't some religious poetry or metaphor. The letter described intimate details of married life, plans for raising children, and concerns about Roman persecution targeting not just Jesus, but his entire family. Elena's hands shook as she realized what she was reading. Jesus wasn't just married. He was a devoted husband writing love letters to Maria Magdalena. The woman the church had branded as a reformed prostitute was actually Jesus' wife, and these letters proved they had children together. The implications were staggering. If Jesus had been married, if he'd had kids, then the entire foundation of Christian theology was built on a lie. Elena documented everything, photographing each text with her phone before the Vatican officials could stop her. She sent copies to colleagues at Harvard and Princeton, telling them she'd found something that would change Christianity forever. That was the last time anyone heard from her. Her hotel room was found empty, her research notes gone, and security footage from that day mysteriously corrupted. The story doesn't end with Elena's disappearance. Dr. Marcus, Chun from Yale, received her files the night before she vanished. He spent weeks analyzing the documents, consulting with linguistic experts who confirmed the letters were authentic. But Marcus discovered something even more disturbing. There were more documents, hidden in plain sight across European monasteries and private collections. One letter, dated to approximately 35 AD, described Maria Magdalena fleeing Palestine with their children after Jesus' crucifixion. She'd traveled to what's now southern France, where she lived under protection of a secret network of early Christians who knew the truth about Jesus' family. The letter mentioned specific locations where sacred objects were hidden. Objects that would prove Jesus had been married and had descendants. Marcus organized an expedition to France, following the clues from the ancient texts. What his team found in a sealed chamber beneath a 12th century monastery was beyond anything they'd imagined. Not just more letters, but physical evidence. A marriage contract signed by Jesus and Maria Magdalena, written in both Aramaic and Greek, witnessed by the apostles themselves. The contract revealed that Jesus' marriage wasn't just personal, it was political. Maria Magdalena came from a wealthy family with connections to the Sanhedrin. Their union was meant to bridge different factions within Jewish society, giving Jesus the social standing he needed to spread his message. The apostles weren't just followers, they were witnesses to a dynastic marriage that would change the world, but someone else was watching Marcus's team. On their final night in France, strange men in black suits surrounded the monastery. Marcus managed to send one final message to his research assistant before his phone went dead. They've been protecting this secret for centuries. The bloodline still exists. They'll do anything to keep this hidden. If this story has opened your eyes to the lies we've been told, you need to hit that subscribe button right now, because there's so much more they don't want you to know. Share this video before they take it down, and drop a comment telling me what other biblical secrets you think they're hiding. The truth is out there, but only if we stick together.